Hi, this is Prabhaker. Greetings from India. Let us discuss about bead setting. The stone setting process for a gold parrot nose pin, typically using grain tools, a graver and pins. To set the stones, I first use a graver to create the necessary prongs or settings on the gold parrot nose pin. The graver is a sharp tool used to cut small grooves or channels in the metal to hold the stones securely in place. Next, I use a grain tools to carefully set the stones into the prongs or settings. Grain tools are small specialized tools with sharp points that are used to push the gold towards the stones and secure them in the setting are in place. I may use additional pins or tools to further secure the stones and ensure they are properly seated in setting. Finally, I may use grain tools to cover the gold around the stones, creating a polished look. This process involves carefully manipulating the metal around the stones to ensure they are securely held in place and the setting is smooth and seamless. Overall, the process of stone setting for a gold parrot nose pin involves a combination of precise cutting, placing, and finishing techniques using grain tools, a graver, and pins to create a beautiful and securely set piece of jewelry. Bead setting is a method of securing a faceted stones. A small bar of metal is raised with a graver worked at a 30-degree angle and pushed to the edge of the stone. This bar is then burnished with a concave tipped punch into a small ball over the girdle of the stone. The bead setting is done using a thin graver which is fixed to previse the gold is lifted from the surface and that are placed around the stones and ball-like beads are created on the stones to secure it from four sides. The bead setting is done using beading tools. They create a ball-like design on the girdle of the stones when pushed with the help of a beading handle where the beading tools are placed in that. When pushed the gold towards the stone, a ball-like creature is happened to hold the stone from four sides. It is done. The gold is lifted from four sides and pushed with a beading tool to form a ball-like structure on the stones. Then the ball-like structure secures the stones from four sides. A 10 into loop is used to check the gold is well placed on the girdle of the stones. Bead setting is a technique used to create intricate designs on metal surfaces, typically used in jewelry making. Gravers, grain tools, and pins are all tools that can be used to achieve different types of grain patterns on metal. Gravers are small, sharp tools used to cut, shape, or engrave metal surfaces. They can be used to create fine lines or textures on the surface of the metal, which can then be further manipulated to create a bead pattern on the girdle of the stones. Gravers come in different sizes and shapes, allowing for different types of patterns to be created. Bead tools are specialized tools that are designed specifically for creating grain patterns on the metal surfaces. These tools typically have small teeth or spikes that leave a textured pattern on the metal. Grain tools come in various shapes and sizes, allowing for different types of patterns to be created. Pins are small pointed tools that are used to create small indentations or textures on the surface of the metal. They can be used to create subtle grain patterns or to add detail to a larger design. Pins come in a variety of shapes and sizes, allowing for a range of textures to be created. To create a bead pattern using these tools, the metal surface is first prepared by cleaning and polishing it. The desired pattern is then sketched or marked onto the surface. The gravers, grain tools, or pins are then used to carefully create the pattern by cutting, pressing, or indenting the metal. The process may require multiple passes with different tools to achieve the desired effect. Overall, gravers, grain tools, and pins are essential tools for creating intricate bead patterns on the girdle of the stones with the help of gold surfaces, and their precise use can result in stunning and unique designs. Bead-set gemstones are placed on top of a small hole that is drilled on the surface of the metal. Once the stone is positioned properly, small beads of metal are raised from the surrounding surfaces to hold it in place. Bead setting is a technique used in jewelry making to secure small gemstones or diamonds by creating small metal beads around the stone. This is typically done using specialized tools called bead setting tools, which have a rounded tip that is used to push the metal around the stone to hold it in place securely. The process of bead setting involves first drilling small holes in the metal of the jewelry piece where the stones will be placed. The stones are then set in these holes, and the bead setting tool is used to push small amounts of metal around the stone to create a secure setting. The metal beads created by the tool hold the stone in place and provide a decorative border around it. In a bead setting, gravers, which are sharp cutting tools with a flat end, are also used to carve and shape the metal around the stones. These gravers help to create a smooth and polished finish around the stone, ensuring that it is securely held in place and that the setting looks professional and well crafted. Overall, bead setting is a precise and intricate technique that requires skill and care to create beautiful and secure settings for gemstones in jewelry pieces. The graver is a small, sharp tool used in bead setting to carve the gold into a design. It is carefully pressed into the metal to create small indentations or bead shapes that hold the gemstones in place. The graver is maneuvered with precision and skill to create intricate designs and patterns in the gold, enhancing the overall aesthetics of the piece. Overall, bead setting is done with the help of gravers, pins, and bead tools. First, the stone's diameter is measured at the pavilion, and the dent is made in the metal for the pilot drill about 1 mm diameter. Is drilled through. The metal is drilled again until the hole is about 3 by 4, the size of the stone's diameter. Lubricate the drill bit. As long as there is a 0.3 mm sheet left, there is enough to set with. It is a easy mistake not to take out enough metal. 3 by 4 of the diameter of the stone is probably a bigger final drill bit. Then you think, hold it on top of the stone to see how much stone sticks out on each side of the bit. Setting. The sheet is cut to fit the stone. This is done by using a drill bit, an emergency measure only, or a setting bar, which may tend to clog from removing too much material, or tip and damage the setting, or a ball bar, which will stay centered no matter how one holds it and cuts easily through the material. If one desires, one can cut the sheet afterwards gently with the stone setting bar. Some setters use a cone or flame bar. The tool is the same diameter as the stone. In bead setting, gravers, which are sharp cutting tools with a flat end, are also used to carve and shape the metal around the stones. These gravers help to create a smooth and polished finish around the stone, ensuring that it is securely held in place and that the setting looks professional and well crafted. Bead setting is a technique used in jewelry making to secure small gemstones. If you like this video, please share, subscribe and comment. Thank you for watching.